Hi, it's Larry Feldman, owner of Career Changers USA, and I want to talk about the decision-making process. Obviously, we had a gigantic election very recently, and I hope you voted. I don't care who you voted for, but you always have to realize that the right of franchise, our right to vote for who we want to form our laws and our rules and our regulations, is urgent. We should never discount that or take that for granted. Well, let's talk about three distinct ways to make up your mind. The first one is the pros and cons, which was developed by one of my all-time heroes, Ben Franklin. When Franklin couldn't make up his mind, he would draw a line down the paper, and on the left he'd put the pros, and on the right he'd put the cons. Think how emulated this has been. I think everybody uses it now. An interesting thing is, Joseph Priestley came to him and said, "Ben, I'm having trouble making up my mind." He said, "Let's try my method." He drew a line down the paper. He hit him with the pros. He hit him with the cons. Well, long story short, the guy developed his own laboratory. This is the gentleman that discovered what oxygen was. So you've got the guy that developed what oxygen was, who was led to the right to make his own right decision by the guy that discovered electricity, possibly the brightest man that ever lived in our country. The other way is informed decisions. These are the people that drive themselves and everybody around them completely crazy. They gather so much information, it's almost like they're on information overload. But at least they're comfortable with, you know what? I've researched every part of it and I feel comfortable making a decision. Which leads us to the third, the gut decision. We've all made them, we've all done them. But I honestly believe that the first two methods bleed into the third one. Because when we do make a judgment, a gut decision, it still has to reflect all our other opinions and thoughts and what little or lot of research we've done. Right? Somebody walks into a house and goes, "Man, this is perfect. I would love living here." Well, that's probably because they've been in a house that didn't have a basement or a deck or something that they wanted. So I think what we really need to understand is how important understanding what the different kinds of decision-making processes are, because we spend an awful lot of time, in general, wasting time agonizing over decisions. If we were keyed in a little more to how we make decisions and how good it is when they're expedient, right? Man, speed may kill, but boy, is it good at helping you make decisions, right? The old expression, think too long, you think wrong. So let's understand that, again, back to my man, Mr. Franklin, that he famously said that if you love life, guard your time, because that's what life is made of. So let's be smart about how we think about how we're making decisions. Let's borrow from all three of these, the pros and cons. Let's borrow from the informed decision. And let's not disregard the gut reaction, right? I mean, we all like to believe that we know what the heck we're doing to some degree. The main thing is to think about how you make decisions so we can shorten the time span to make them. I think you'll find that useful in your life. Thank you for listening to my Larry Talk. I'm Larry J. Feldman, owner of Career Changers USA.